One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the East Carolina Pirates. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So East Carolina's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Now on first down from the 28. On the run, it's Montgomery. It's a running room. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Pirates can really attack on this 2nd and short. The lone back's got it. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Making side adjustments here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to get outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's right. Throws for the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit.
Got it in the middle, it's Smith. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
And the Pirates will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, ECU.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So BYU's offense will have its first possession of the game. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, maybe play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Sends it back in motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now the play fake. Extending the play. Throwing on the run. Pulls it in on the right. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Rides the back on the option to give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's right. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Jenkins. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's now 2nd down.
The Pirates trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I love the defense. A predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his man. It's Hagan. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball.
And the defense sniffs it out, and they're all over it. Down he goes. Couldn't even get the throw off on the trick play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Pirates with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's right. Firing to the right, complete. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Pirates will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to pass. It's Retzlaff. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Palmer.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough.
Trying to get behind the defense. Touchdown, Pirates. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the back. Nice move. Just plowing ahead. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking for a man. It's Retzlaff. Snagged out of the air. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Pirates will line up to kick off and start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us on this very...
The 31-yard line.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Using his legs, it's Martin. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down or else they are really in trouble. Right down the middle. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free and fourth down is coming up. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. East Carolina has it back and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the catch on the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Pirates will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. Makes a connection. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback
got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, East Carolina. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. Shoots it to the left. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. They'll come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the 3rd. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a 1st down, and it'll be 4th. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what...
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this. A shot toward the end zone. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch right away. You're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll run it from the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll move the tight end. Give to the big fullback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Oh, a lot of space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the offense there, getting the 1st down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3. Pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using it.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Scanning the field, it's right. Pressure coming. Grab near the marker, it's Smith. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Pirates are rolling down the field. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got a chance. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Pirates pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward.
False start, offense.
Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. And the defense wrestles into the ground.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the big fullback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
One thing you know with this guy at fullback, he's not going to fumble the football, and I think that's why they're handing it off to him in the fourth quarter with the lead.
And the Pirates kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man by himself. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking for a man, it's Retzlaff. Grabbed over the middle, it's Roberts. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Bachmeier. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to keep it in the air. That's caught. It's Bachmeier. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. BYU right back to the line. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougar!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
That's why they called it the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the...
And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
One more play to pad the stats. On the direct snap, it's Smith. He's going to run it. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed